guys, it's Emily from Resident Free Girl here, back with another Shelftember video for you all. Sorry this is late. This is going to be 2 days worth of content for you all because one day is too short, and this is probably going to be the Shelftember content going forward. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified when I post new videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Emily from the future. I didn't record breakfast or lunch this day because breakfast was just toast and eggs, like it is most days, and porridge I think one of the kids had, and lunch is generally leftovers from the night before or snacking on fruit and veggies and things like that. So for dinner tonight it's chicken and rice. I've got some butter in this pan, we have some onions, some garlic in the bottom there. Got my chicken legs. I'm going to do some salt and pepper on them, just that, and we're going to just let these brown up. I'm going to add in some rice in a minute and some veggies and then some water and some stock, and just let this cook until it's done. I'm going to add some chicken seasoning because it's our favorite. If you don't have that, that's fine. Whatever seasonings you like works. And there it is. Now it's sort of cooked on the outside, we're going to add in our rice. We're going to stir that through and let that all come to a nice sticky situation. Add in some stock here. I'm going to throw in some tomatoes because I have tons. I threw in some red cabbage and some red capsicum because again I have a heap of it. I'm going to stir that through, and then that is going to be our dinner. Quick and easy. Hubby had a bacon and egg sandwich because he doesn't eat wet meat. He's probably my pickiest out of all of them. The rest will pretty much eat anything except for one hates avocado and the other one hates mac and cheese. And there it is on the plate. Not pretty but delicious, just basic spices and whatever fruit and veg you have. And for breakfast this day, I'm going to do rice pudding because I have leftover rice in the fridge that needs to be used up. We love rice pudding. We do it on the stovetop here because I'm too impatient to make it in the oven. So you've seen me make this rice pudding a million times, and it generally changes depending on what we have. If I don't have eggs, I skip the eggs and use corn flour. If I don't have white sugar, I'll use brown sugar. If I don't have brown sugar, I'll use white sugar or honey or maple syrup. It depends on what we have. If I don't have milk, I'll use cream, so forth. So there it is. I also added in some sultanas, and I always top it with nutmeg. And this is everyone's bowl. Hubby wasn't here. He's already at work by this time. So this is just me and the kids. And we have a big, long day ahead of us. So I wanted something really, really hearty. So this is what we're having for breakfast. And then we're going to drive to Mount Tamborine, and that's near the Gold Coast. We are going to go check out the botanical gardens, and we're going to go and climb a mountain to see a waterfall. And here we are at the botanical gardens. The baby liked touching things, and we stopped and smelled flowers, and we had a picnic and met a kookaburra who tried to steal my lunch and then sat above us in the tree waiting for us to let our guard down. The kids are playing just beside me. You can't see them in this clip. And there he is, watching, carefully, waiting. And then we walked down the side of a mountain to go and see the waterfall at Curtis Falls and drove home. So we were there about 4 hours. I am making Swedish meatballs, and for that I'm using chopped up sandwich bread. This is gluten-free sandwich bread, and I need the crusts off of that. So all the crusts are going in here, and I'm going to make a gluten-free bread and butter pudding. And there are my meatballs all made. It didn't make a ton, but it was just enough. I'm going to have to start increasing from 500 gram lots for mince to probably 600 gram because the kids are just eating so much at this point. I fried these off. It's usually beef and pork, but I just used pork because that's what I had. And it's usually beef stock. Instead, I used chicken stock, a little bit of gravy powder to have that roast meaty flavor, and then the cream, which was frozen. This is what I do with the frozen cream. If I'm cooking, just use it as normal. I just defrosted enough that I could get it out of the container, and then it will melt in the gravy. And I'm just going to stir this up. And I added some corn flour to thicken it, and it's basically just a cream gravy to go over the top. I put a little bit of nutmeg into my meatballs and a bit of mixed spice if you have it. And that's all the Swedish meatballs are. Beef and pork with some nutmeg and mixed spices. And then for my bread and butter pudding, I just used the offcuts, some dollops of butter because I'm using offcuts. I made basically a scrambled egg mixture with a little bit of sugar in it and some vanilla. Poured that over the top. I got my hands in there and squished everything down into the egg mixture and make sure everything was soaked. I let it sit for about 5 minutes to really soak it up. And then I put it into the oven at 180 until it was golden brown. And that's generally how I cook everything, 180 until golden brown, until it smells good. And here it is going into the oven. I topped it again with some nutmeg because that's what we have and that's what we like. I wish I had some sultanas to put in this, but I used the last of them. Cranberries would be good too, dry cranberries. And then I whipped up a quick custard in the Thermomix and had this with custard for dessert. So this is what me and the kids had. Hubby skipped his and just had a big bowl of custard, but we don't mind, more for us. This is how we cook. We don't let anything go to waste and we make the most out of everything. Stay tuned. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, to like, comment and subscribe. Click the little notification bell to be notified when I post new videos, which is every other day, and I will catch you in the next video.